Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ryan, and this is an update at the 20-week mark after having my ruptured patellar tendon surgically repaired. I've been trying to bring out videos about once a week just to kind of provide a resource that somebody at home who's had this injury and going through it as well can kind of follow along with, sort of see how they're doing. Nobody's going to be the same. Some of you guys are going to progress faster than me. Some of you guys are going to be behind me. Nothing wrong with that. I just assume that most of us are going to follow a similar path and have sort of similar complications and things like that. In addition to that, if you're going through this, you know that this is kind of it's a mental battle as much as it is physical. And so having a resource to follow along with, I think would be good. And so as far as my progress, at 20 weeks, I feel like most of the issues that I've had have resolved. I think recently I've been talking about how my leg's been making progress as far as straightening it, and I've finally gotten to where I can basically straighten it. So I think it's I'm 100% maxed out there. Range of motion wise, I'm mostly at my range of motion. I can't quite touch my heel to my butt yet, but I feel like I'm making a little bit of progress there. The only issue I'm really still having is just discomfort in the knee in more, I don't want to say extreme, but larger ranges of motion. So like at this point, when I go to stand up from here, past 90, I still have some discomfort in my knee. I really haven't had any discomfort across the tendons since I injured it, really. It's all been swelling and stuff in the joint, and that is getting better, but it's still a thing. And so as much as it's getting better, it gets better so slow that while you notice things that you're doing, you go, oh, I couldn't do that a week ago or whatever. The progression just seems so slow. I don't know how any of you guys are, but I'm like itching to get out and do some running and some jumping. And I'm just not there yet. So I'll run you through my workout from this morning, and that'll probably give you a little bit of an idea of where I'm at as far as some limitations and and progress that I've made if you've seen any of my previous videos. So I started out with cleans, which I've talked about before. I was able to do those within the last few weeks, but I noticed that this week I was able to get into the starting position much more comfortably. So I feel like my positioning was like a full clean, whereas before I was starting with my butt up in the air a little bit higher. And it was nice to be able to do that fairly normal. From there, I moved on to doing some front squats. And because I have some discomfort as I go deeper, I decided to start with a 24-inch box and a little more weight. So I did 115 pounds for 15 reps. Then I dropped the box down to 20. So I dropped it 4 inches, and I went to I think it was about 75 pounds for another 15 reps. Then I dropped the box to 16 inches, which is the height that I'm sitting on now. So it goes down to a pretty good range of motion there. And I just did a goblet squat with, I think, a 25-pound dumbbell. And so I feel like doing it that way, instead of just doing, say, 3 sets of 15 or 20 with the 25-pound weight at a lower range, I'm able to hit the muscles a little harder because I'm using more weight at the top. And there's lots of ways you can achieve that. You could use bands to increase the resistance if you've got a way to hook bands. If you've got band pegs or something on a rack. And then from there, I did some step ups, which I've talked about before. Step ups were on a 16-inch box, and felt quite a bit better than what they have in the past. So definitely making progress. After that, I did some like split squats or lunges, sort of a lunge type movement, and that's actually something that I couldn't do before. I just didn't have the strength. I have the strength. I just didn't have the comfort in my knee in the deeper range. So huge improvement. Happy to be able to do something that I wasn't able to hit before. And then after that, I started doing some sort of plyometric type exercises. I talked to my physical therapist the last time I was there, and he thought it would be a good idea to start introducing some more of those in. And so I did some plyo type stuff. I did some really low level depth jumps where, again, I'm jumping off a a step that's, I don't know, it's probably 6 inches, and I'm only really jumping another 6 or 8 inches off the floor. I'm not really jumping high, but those feel good. I absolutely love jumping, and so it's nice to add those back in. The other thing that my therapist had mentioned was doing some stuff with an agility ladder. Agility ladders are super cheap, so I bought one. And I've been doing some exercises with those. That's great. It's actually one of the areas where I really noticed the disparity between strength in my injured leg and my uninjured leg. I mean, it just really sticks out doing that. And so love doing it. I'm going to keep that up. Then I moved on to the treadmill, and I hit the treadmill a little faster than I'd been hitting it in the past. Put a little incline on it, and I was going out like 6 miles an hour or something. So I'm not running fast, and I would hit that for 2 minutes, minutes rest, and then 2 minutes again. And I felt excellent. I did three reps on that of 2 minutes. And by the last one, I was definitely feeling not pain, but almost like there was a little swelling in there. I could feel a little pressure. And so just kind of walking the line there as far as what I can do without pushing it too far, because I'm definitely going to have a little bit of swelling probably throughout the rest of the day. And then the very last thing that I did was I got on the bike, started it going, hit the resistance up to a decent amount of resistance, and then I would go 20 cycles with one leg, and I had it set hard enough that I'm really pushing hard to get through that. And then I would back to pedaling for another 30 seconds. And then another 20 on that. And I did that 3 times through. I'm gonna try to up that over time, but my leg was actually, pretty exhausted by the time I got there. So overall, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. Not satisfied, but happy. And so if you guys have been watching this, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm going to keep putting out videos. And I'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys would comment below, let me know, hey, I'm this far out and this is where I'm at, or I'm having these complications, or I had what you were having and it's gotten better, or anything like that. Absolutely love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you soon.